metaphoric
All right.
information.
We here.
All right, welcome. I am your host Kente, all the way live from Los Angeles, California, and this is day one of a 5 straight days of no Corona zone. And I'm here with my beautiful, my talented co-host, the one and only Shannon. How you doing, Shannon?
Hi, I'm okay. Can't complain. How are you?
I am beautiful. I am wonderful. I feel wonderful. I feel great, and I'm happy to be here with you fine people. Unfortunately, you are about to hear an echo. 1 second. Well, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. Bam. Oh, see, it didn't even come. All right.
Bam.
All right. Also joining us is my other beautiful, talented co-host, the one and only Jen. How you doing, Jen?
I'm doing good. I have a like a seasonal asthma thing that goes on every time this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I am not a popular person out in public right now.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
I'm just trying to stay away from people, mostly social distancing so I don't end up with like 0 friends. Yeah, so I'm good.
All right. That sucks. Now, our next guest, her name is Janelle, and I'm going to let her describe herself. So what can you tell us about yourself, Janelle?
I guess I'm socially distancing anyway. Just naturally, I'm rather not social. I don't have a regular job. So my lifestyle isn't regular. So this is more normal for me than I'd say for most people.
So it's not too bad then.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the fact that I went to the store today and people purposefully stayed away from me. That was good.
Oh, wow. I was in the store yesterday at Vons. Probably, the same store, right? Vons? Did you go to Vons?
I was at several different stores, but not Vons today.
Oh, okay. I was in Vons, and there was this woman who was just bugging out in the store. She was like, "It's the Illuminati. It's the Illuminati. This is all the Illuminati." And she was just like freaking out. And she was saying, and this store is a part of it. They're what did they say? They're putting stuff in the food and it's leading to the coronavirus and whatever. And then it was so funny. The manager comes up, and the manager, she goes, "I'm gonna kick your Corona ass. I mean your Illuminati ass out of here." So they actually they booted her out, her and her Illuminati screaming self. But she was probably bipolar or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm feeling like there's definitely it's interesting, but like I said, for me, I don't live a 9-to-5 job, or life in any regard, so it's not a major shift. But I'm a musician, so what can you say?
So will there be a lot of songs being written during this time?
Yeah, I've actually been working on a lot of stuff. I'm trying to finish a musical I'm writing about laundry.
About laundry?
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope because no one wants to.
Right? Yeah, I just envision like dancers dancing as articles of clothing. So
can we talk about the missing socks that never come out of my dryer?
I was just gonna say that.
Actually, on the top 10, everyone talks about that. Yeah,
I love it. I'm here for it. I would come to that music.
Is there like a gremlin that steals the socks or something? I don't know.
Well, we're gonna find out. You gotta, stay tuned.
I should have way more socks than I
have. Don't forget to have special guest dryer sheet that always ends up on your clothes, and somebody has to tell you that there's a dryer sheet attached to you. Yeah, that's
it be in your pants leg, and you start walking, and it's up on the floor.
That's true.
All right, so let me explain what's going to happen this week. So this week we're going to be doing 5 straight shows at the same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, right here on Get Vocal. Now on Thursday we have a special show that we're doing. My good buddy Damian D. Smith is going to be showing one of his short films, and he's going to talk about it as well. So that's going to be a little different. But it should be a lot of fun as well. And on Wednesday, this is not connected with the 5 straight shows at a special time, 1 p.m. Pacific, which is 4 Eastern. I'm doing on Get Vocal, a special interview with Andrew. I can't say his last name, the guy that owns this platform, and he's stuck in Europe, and so that's why we're doing that early. So he's going to talk about what's going on with Get Vocal, this platform that we're on, and he said he has great things to talk about. So we'll see. So that should be fun, but we're still going to do a show later that night. All right, so we're going to try not to talk about the C word, even though I kind of broke that early.
Yeah, you did.
I know. I'm going to try best. I'm going to try hard because it's the no C word zone.
Yeah,
and I ain't talking
at least
about
not that C word. We can talk about cakes, cookies, crackers, and conversations.
We
And
can
Jay
do
Karina.
that.
Don't forget the Jay Karina word. That's
We
important.
we can do
We
that.
can talk about crumbs. We can
We
talk
can
about
talk about crumbs.
that's what Marysville said. I'm about to have some crumbs in a minute when these crackers go on my napkin. What we talking about?
Now,
I think we should do creme brulee.
creme brulee. Okay, so y'all just gonna
Yes.
throw out a bunch of C words, and those are the ones we're gonna talk about. But I threw something else out there, and I got a pretty good response in the audience. And Janelle, I don't know if you saw that in there. I was saying if we did a karaoke night, how many people would participate? And I told them to press 1 in the chat if you would participate, and there was a lot of people that hit 1. I don't think no one hit 2. So, and I was saying that I was trying to get Shannon to do a duet with me, but she's acting like she don't want to. I have the song and everything.
What's the song?
The best things in life are free.
Why would I want to do that with you?
I don't know. It just came to me.
Yeah, I know. That's not the song I would have even.
What do you want to do then? What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Ain't no mountain high
actually
enough.
think you guys should do Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. Ain't no mountain high enough. Oh, you know what? We'll let the people in the chat room.
The whole world in his hands, since that's what the current trend right now.
All right, we'll do this. People in the chat room, put in there what song you want to hear me and Shannon do a duet together.
None.
So we want suggestions. So Janelle, what is your go-to karaoke song when you do karaoke? Do you have a go-to?
Dance 10 looks 3. It's from the chorus line.
What song is that?
Dance 10 looks 3.
How's it go? I mean, you don't have to sing it, but just
it's basically it's a song about how she could dance perfectly, but she didn't look good for the part, so then she has to buy tits and ass in order to
I like it already.
in order to get the part.
I like it. It. That'll be a good one. Let's do it.
It's great visually, because then you have to, do stuff.
Oh, people are watching on Facebook as well. I see Remo in the chat room as well as Norma. How you doing? I'll put the link so you can be with everybody else. We're all in Get Vocal, so but you can watch there too.
Oh, that's what you guys should do. You guys should do that number from High School Musical. We're all in this together. There you go.
Oh,
there.
Why does
great?
Walking Dead?
You can be Troy, and you can be, what is her name? Gabriella. There we go.
Why did it say Walking Dead?
I'm gonna be Shannon.
Okay.
No, you can't be Shannon. That's not. No, that's not.
Okay, so all right, here's the songs we got. Madi Saw says "Island in the Sky," and Dre says "The Closer I Get to You."
That's my jam right there.
See, okay, see, it's coming. By the end of this episode, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna definitely figure it out. Okay, so right now, people are trying to figure out what they want to do, and one of the things that keep a lot of people happy is eating. Right.
As you can see, I'm eating. So judge if you want, judge your mama.
So
I'm really here for this.
So I think the first part I want to talk about, let's talk about a little bit about food, right? And I particularly, I have a lot of guilty pleasure eating, right? And so my question is, I'm gonna start with you, Jen. What is your guilty pleasure junk food that you like to eat?
Oh, junk food?
Yeah.
So not like I make a meal. That's I'm gonna sound so pretentious right now. It's brie and crackers.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I'll go to Costco and buy like 2 or 3 of those cheese things and eat them over the course of a couple of weeks, because that is definitely, it's my go-to movie snack. It's my go-to when I feel stressed and upset. I'm sorry.
We must be related, because mine is 3 pepper Colby Jack cheese and wheat crackers. And when I tell you, the world could end as long as I could go to the deli and get a 1/4 pound, a 1/4 pound, however you want to call it, of cheese to go with my crackers and maybe some hot buffalo style tuna, the world will be all right.
See, there is something soul soothing about cheese. I don't know exactly what it is, but it is just soothing.
There's a hormone that's actually released, and it connects, there's things that are released in your brain when you eat cheese. If you notice, like, end of a meal, especially in France, they'll have cheese and apples. So
right before their coffee.
Yeah. So
that makes so much sense.
You're really listening to your body and soothing yourself.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I like you, smart person.
You know what? I'm gonna mention something about cheese, and it has something to do with someone in our chat room. But Janelle, what is your guilty pleasure junk food?
I don't know. I don't feel it is a guilty pleasure or anything. It depends on what I feel like eating. Like I've been eating a lot of lychees lately, which is like this fruit that has this casing on it, and so just the act of peeling it and eating it, it's like a white fruit. It's Asian, but it's really good.
You guys into cheese? Wow, that's something else. Hey, Crystal is in the chat room as well. You guys can come to Get Vocal. I see you guys on Facebook. Carlos, as well as Norma and Crystal. I put the link in the chat. Just scroll up. Okay, well, mine is butter toffee peanuts. I love butter toffee peanuts and also love pistachios as well. Is that guilty though? Not really, huh? Pistachios, but I have
pistachios are awesome.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them right here.
Although cashews are a little bit better.
I got cashews as well, so I got a
big. We gonna really talk about it. The queen and king of nuts is walnuts.
Well, I like walnuts as well. I like walnuts. Almonds and pecans. I see in the chat room. Now it's funny that so as you know, I got a chance to meet Shannon in Atlanta, and I also had a chance to meet in Atlanta. Anthony, and also Tiffany, but also I got a chance to meet Marisol, who's in the chat room. And I was saving her for last because she's the person I'm going to talk about.
You're going to talk about my
convention.
She does something that's I never heard of and is really bizarre. She drinks coffee with cheese in it. Now, have y'all ever heard that one?
I've heard coffee with butter. It's like the bulletproof coffee, which is I don't think I would like, but I do. So I actually am a bit intrigued by this.
Coffee and cheese, though, she says it's a Puerto Rican thing. She says it's a Puerto Rican thing.
Well, it must be. It must be a very light, spreadable cheese, right? Like it's not like you put a slice of cheese in.
She says,
"Does she dip it in there? Does she stick it in there?"
No. She puts cheese. It's like melted cheese in the coffee, and she's drinking the coffee with the cheese in it.
What kind of cheese?
Is it? Yeah, is it like a spreadable, like a really?
I think it was. Cheese? I think sharp cheddar, and the coffee melts it.
Oh,
yeah. I can't speak on that because I'm a hazelnut kind of girl.
What up, Stephanie? Stephanie's in the house.
I'm gonna have to try that.
You know what? let us know how that works out.
I will.
Let us know how that works out. It's so
am very
bizarre.
epicurious. I am extremely epicurious, so I definitely will do that.
It's queso papa works best. Queso papa?
Yeah, Jen, I'm gonna live vicariously through you and Marisol because I'm gonna stick with what I like.
Mm-hmm. Are you a coffee drinker, Janelle? Are you a coffee drinker?
No, but there was the coffee shop down the street. They extended their shop from New York, and they actually had an a raw egg that they would put in the coffee, and you drink that. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the.
I don't know if I can go that far.
The coffee makers were amazing. Yeah, and they put an egg in.
Yeah,
that's
you know, I don't eat eggs, so.
Well,
I love eggs.
Thinking that.
Yeah, you know, it took me until very recently to realize that that egg salad is incredibly regional. I did not know that. I posted to a food blog as part of, you know, this like guest thing, and I posted this. It's basically it's deviled eggs, but instead of making deviled eggs with just the egg yolks, you actually make like a bit of an egg salad and put those into the eggshells, and it turns out really good and it's delicious. But there was a whole like war in the comments about whether or not egg salad was appropriate to eat, whether it was poor person's food. It was crazy.
Poor person's food?
I did not know that. I just didn't know that.
Well, it's one of the cheapest forms of protein. So when you have protein issues, you get an egg. So yeah. It is socio-economic.
You know what? I don't like ramen or cup of noodles. And out here, especially out here, I don't know about other places. Out here, ramen is like chic or something. I don't know what that's about. Like they have these chic ramen places where the ramen's expensive and people. You know,
one of the oldest ramen places is actually in Japantown, and yeah, they're world renowned. So yeah, there's just an old history here. We have a very old Japanese history here in LA that's been kind of expunged. So yeah, I talked to a few of my friends. There's still some Japanese restaurants closer to downtown that are open. And yeah, so it's just an old history. So as people begin to study it and things like that, they would want to go and check out the ramen. And so, yeah, that's blown up. Yeah, it's popular.
Here in Hawaii, saimin, which is that's not powdered noodle ramen. It's not quite the same thing. You don't buy it like, you know. But here, people eat saimin and ramen, I mean, almost daily. Like, that's one of the things that everybody has. I mean, I'm not kidding. You'd be asked to leave the state of Hawaii if you said, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I hate ramen." People would be going like, "You can't live here. I'm sorry."
Janelle, do your kids eat ramen?
Yeah, they love it. Yeah.
What about you, Jen?
I'm sorry, what?
Jen, do your kids like ramen too?
I was like, what?
My kids love ramen. My kids actually, when they were little, used to break it up without cooking it.
And eat it raw?
Yeah, and put the spice packet in it and then just like eat it like I always thought that was the most bizarre thing, but it's so popular with local kids here.
My kids live off of it and they enjoy the real stuff also. That's from Marisol. Yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't with the ramen. Like I don't like bologna. Like bologna's and liver.
And you call me bougie. What?
I don't. Does anybody eat bologna? Press 1 in the chat if you eat bologna. Do you eat bologna, Janelle?
I do not, but I'm just looking at your face.
So.
You like, grow up.
I don't mess with that. I don't mess with liver either. I don't even need to say. I don't even need to say chitlins.
Marisol pointed out 2 days ago that I was real picky when she posted that. Put a face by or emoji by the stuff you don't eat, and she had got I think 13 out of 29. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marisol. And I didn't even mine because I just knew I didn't eat half of that stuff on there. I was like, yeah, nope.
The bologna.
Nope.
It's funny because I think there's two things going on here, right? I mean, not that I'm like super food, but you know, I happen to actually really love this kind of topic. One is the older that you get, sometimes the more curious you get about other cuisines, and so you're willing to give it a try. That's one thing. But the other thing is, I noticed that just like on the food blog, that our food tastes are not just super regional. They're also incredibly tied to what we perceive as the ethnicity that we either identify with or want to identify with. So, you get like a lot of people who really enjoy Italian cuisine. They feel like everything that is Italian has got to be good, so they're willing to give it a try, which is sort of interesting. I really find that fascinating. Haven't you ever tried anything before, and you found out, oh yeah, it's a this, and then you're like, yeah, okay, I'll be down to try it.
I've tried almost everything. There is probably nothing that I haven't tried yet in my reach. Let me clarify that.
Stuffing versus dressing debate. Yeah.
But yeah, there are the things, and the older I get, the things that I used to eat growing up, I'm just not interested in anymore.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
All right, so Janelle, what kind of food, if I said, hey, let's go eat somewhere, where you would be like, no, I can't, I don't do that?
I think I told you in person, I probably would eat you under the table with anything. I've eaten just about everything and anything. Yeah, food-wise, that's considered food.
Super spicy Indian food? What about super spicy Indian food?
Oh, I love Indian food. Yeah. There's actually an amazing restaurant. It's kind of high-end on Wilshire. It's like the Indian House or something like that. I forget the name of it, but amazing, absolutely amazing. I used to hang out with Nareesh. He was one of the first guys to actually open the first Indian restaurant in LA back in the 60s. And he told me why Indian food evolved. In a lot of the curries and the whole process of curing the food, you're supposed to let it sit and marinate. Why? Because you're dealing with older animals. So if you're butchering an older animal, you want it to sit in the spices and the herbs, and it cooks for a long time in order for it to become tender. So yeah, if you begin to learn culturally what's going on, then you understand why the foods come together in the way they do.
That's a really good point.
Let me take a moment real quick to give a shout out to everybody. I see Crystal in the she is in the Facebook chat, as well as Sam. Yep, you're Crystal. Sam as well. And in our chat, we have, and I met this guy earlier today. Fights choreographs on screen. Let me add him. Also, Kira just was in here. Stephanie, Melvin, Dante, Ryan, Marisol, and Maya. And I know people are coming in and out. So, excuse me. So thank you for everybody that is here. And if I missed you, I apologize. Okay. So
my kid told me
who was always here that you never mentioned?
Who?
Teddy P.
Teddy P. And, and D too just came through. Teddy P is in the house. Sometimes, when you go to like a real nice restaurant, they have somebody playing the piano to set the ambiance,
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one time I went to do you remember Marie Callender's on Wilshire?
Yeah.
And so I went to there, right? It was me, and was with somebody, and so we're eating, and the guy's playing like instrumentals, right? It's a brother, right? He's playing instrumentals, and really nice, and then all of a sudden I start hearing Sweet Love by Anita Baker.
Oh, that's my girl. That's Bae.
Like, the intro, right? Is very famous. The dun, 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 dun. And then, I'm thinking, oh, he's about to play the instrumental. And then this brother starts singing it. Right? This dude was so good that literally everybody, how you can hear the clinking and people kind of having their conversation? It got quiet and everybody just looked at this guy. It was packed in there, right? Everybody's looking at this guy and he's singing his heart out. I mean, he's up there with Anita, the way this guy was singing, right? And Anita's amazing, right? And then when he was done, he got a standing ovation.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
it was a quite a scene, and everybody was going up and putting money in his thing. He made a bunch of money off of that thing, though. I always thought that was funny. I always wondered though, like that's like an interesting gig though, like playing piano in a restaurant. Like, I don't know. Could you ever see yourself doing something like that? You know, at any part in your career? Not now, but maybe back in the day when you were young.
Well, that's why I said I have done it. It's interesting because crowds are different, people are different, depending on the night, depending on the day. What you decide to play for the group. So yeah, it's something. It's an interesting case study in people because they're not there to listen to you, so you're not kind of on display in the same way that you are. If they're coming to actually see you perform. So yeah, it's a sneaky way of being around and kind of there, but not really.
Oh wow! I mean, like I said, I had to give him a big tip because I'm a big. When somebody does something amazing like that, right? You got to show your love, right?
Yeah.
So, but that moment was pretty cool. I don't know, like sometimes you go to places and there's too much, like restaurants and stuff. There's too much going on in the restaurant, and me personally, I like to go to a place. I like a place to be chill. I don't like it where the place is too dark. You ever like it's too dark, you can't even read the menu. You got to like take out your phone and use the the flashlight on your phone.
There was a restaurant for a period of time where it was completely in the dark and you were served by blind people. Does anybody know more about that? I know it was like I was going to do it, but then it didn't end up happening. But there was where then you would experience more the sensation and the flavors of the food. You would be affected by it visually. So yeah, how confident would you be in that environment, Kente?
I like to see what I'm eating. I mean, it don't have to be really bright.
Oh, that's my only concern. How I know you ain't got bugs in the building?
That's a good way to hide it, right? It's just like, yeah, we're gonna make it dark. Oh, and never mind that noise that's going through.
That thing that crawled past your foot.
Right.
I think that would be an amazing experience.
Being dark?
Totally down for that.
Now, don't get me wrong. If I'm sitting here in the dark at my own house doing this experiment, at least I know I'm not about to be attacked by a little mighty mouse. At least I will know that the tomato that's rolling off my plate didn't come with an ant.
It's extra protein. It's fine.
That's
extra
good.
Protein, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I have a question to pose to the group.
Okay.
Have you all noticed that the ants have gotten smaller?
Oh, you talk about the little sugar ants?
Yeah. They're smaller.
Oh, they've been around for a while. They've been making themselves known though.
Okay, so why? Yeah, tell me. I want to know. Like, why are the larger ants gone and we're just seeing the really tiny ones now?
Well, I think the little sugar ants, we leave stuff out more. To be honest.
Also, wait, ants are smaller?
Like
they're like
the ants you're talking about still exist.
The size of a standard.
They just don't come in the house really. They don't come in the house as much anymore.
They don't. Yeah. So
but the sugar ants are feeding off of our glucose that we leave on the counters because everybody don't wipe up like they supposed to. So you got things.
I don't see the larger. Well, I don't see the larger black ants. Now I see the really tiny ones. So I didn't know if they just got tiny. Or
come to the south. Fire ants will.
Yeah, fire ants ain't no joke.
Well,
I stepped higher ant mound one day, and I thought I was gonna lose my whole entire foot. Like,
well, there is ant season, by the way. So,
but yeah, I just was talking to some ants on the counter when I was trying to eat something at work, and I was like, yo, I didn't bring you no snacks. Please don't come over here and mess with my food. I'm not leaving you no crumbs either. And I wiped up my area. Because that's what they're there for. They know good and well you left something behind because we don't do as good a job as cleaning as we claim we do. Or your peers don't, or your children don't, or your husband don't. Somebody don't clean up the way you clean up. Let's just go and put that out there.
I live in Hawaii, and I this was the biggest issue for me when I moved here because I was raised all my life in New York, right? So my biggest issue was all the houses are so open here that you get bugs coming in and out. You know, you try to keep them out, but I mean, one of the reasons that they say that having geckos in your house, the little lizardy guys, is so lucky is because they eat all the bugs in your house, right? And it took me forever to realize that people that had, you know, stuff hanging out, you just brush them outside, that it wasn't their sloppy housekeeping. It was just that the houses are just so incredibly open to everything. And it took me a long time to come to peace with this. It was not easy. Not at all.
And the thing is, also, Jen, did you guys have a basement?
No, we don't have any basements here.
Did you ever live
What's that?
No, I think that's why I was asking, because a lot of people that live in places with basements, they have sugar ant nests in their basement.
Yeah, see, for us, the ants, what usually happens is because our walls are, it's like it's not even, for a lot of places, not even really double wall construction.
It's not insulated at all because it's very islandish.
Yes, and I mean that's great because it keeps your house really cool, and you know nobody wants to spend all of their money on AC all year. But the downside is that you got all that space for the ants and for the whatever to build their little colonies, and that's usually where they come in from. But one other thing, in Hawaii, everything is bigger, right? Well, the bugs are all bigger. So, you don't just have like your regular house spider. You have a cane spider that's like the size of your palm. You don't just have a couple of little ants. You've got, big giant mega ants and little tiny ants. You don't just have like little tiny flying creatures. You've got big flying creatures. So, I mean, you really sort of come to peace about it.
She's like, can't do it.
Ants are the least of my concern in South Florida. My concern when I moved to Key West was the scorpions.
Scorpions, wow.
Yeah, we get scorpions here too.
But I told one of my staff members, because we've now caught 4 scorpions in our staff office. I was like, we're looking for roaches to eat.
We so lucky. We don't have like nothing. We don't have scorpions or any kind of crazy animal stuff.
You have to get out of the city for that.
Right. Yeah. You have to.
I mean, I can take anything else, but I cannot take the scent.
There's a possum though on our block. I've seen him a couple of times, and so like we're gonna have to catch that fool.
I'll take
I can't stand. Like I don't like. I said this last night. I can't stand rodents. I don't like nothing with the rat tail. I'm good.
I'll keep your possums because our big issue is roosters and chickens. They are. You cannot. They're literally walking the streets all day long, and you cannot kill them.
But check this out.
I was about to run one over a couple of days ago because he would not move out the street. I was like, this street is not big enough for the both of us.
But check this out. I talked about this yesterday. Chickens actually go after rodents. Have you ever? They actually will beat the shit out of rodents. Like I didn't know how gangster chickens are. Like chickens are really gangster.
I saw a chicken attack the scorpion. My landlady, she found it in her bathroom, and she left it in the Pyrex dish. And I actually saw it give birth to babies before she took it and fed it to the chickens.
Check this out. I met this girl who she had flew into LA. And she's doing this thing where she's trying to get people to take chickens as pets. They're saying that they're basically just as cool as dogs. You can take them for walks. I didn't realize this is like a thing now. And
you can take them for walks. My aunt's neighbor used to walk her chicken.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
I'm judging if I see you walk your chicken. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. No, you eat the chicken. You don't walk them. So
people keep chickens here all the time too, but mostly it's there's still a whole lot of chicken fighting out here. A whole lot. I mean, like that's a big thing. And no, the thing is that the problem is not that people couldn't, keep a couple chickens in their yard. They're great. They're the only thing that eats centipedes. So hey,
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is they do so much property damage because you can't teach a chicken not to scratch in the yard. They make these big holes. It's a lot.
Jen and Janelle are the only parents on this panel. And Jen said something the other day, and she said it before. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if I was a parent, I could not do this. Is she let her kids have pets, right? And they had pet rats. And I'm like, there's no way in hell I would let my kid have a pet rat. Like, I can't stand them blankety blanks. There's no way in hell. Like, if my kid even suggested that, I'd smack him. I'd be like, what the hell? Who raised you? Like, like.
I think part of it is, more of a city mentality.
Is that what it is? Because you had your kids like crazy stuff, right, Jen? Like rats. What was the other things they like?
We our so far we're definitely small animal people, right? We've had cats, we have a turtle, we had dwarf bunnies, we've had mice,
dwarf bunnies.
We've had tons of fish, lots of Jackson chameleon. I mean, like we've had tons of little animal pets, but the thing is, this is what I think is so important, right? If you live in a place where there aren't a lot of animals around, it's not second nature. So you don't look at them all the same. They have there's levels of cleanliness and whatever. But the mice, they were adorable. They were
they're not. Not
really
even in
were.
Ratatouille. Not even in Ratatouille. I won't watch that movie because I can't stand rodents.
That I ever thought had some cute appeal to them. Wasn't FIFO a rat?
Who?
FIFO Goes West.
Yeah, he was. No, I don't like his ass either. I don't like Mickey Mouse.
Rats. They were mice.
I don't like
mice.
I don't like.
He was what I've ever seen.
I don't like Mickey Mouse.
I mean, they cousins and sisters.
I don't like. Which one was the mouse? They said it yesterday. Tom or Jerry? Which one was the mouse? I can't remember.
Jerry.
Fuck Jerry.
Tom's the cat.
Fuck Jerry. I don't like him either. No, I don't like rodents.
I like Jerry.
No, I don't like hamsters either, even though they don't got
the I mean,
tail.
think about rats. You can think about rats and mice in this way. Their organ systems are very similar to ours. I did a lot of research on rats. Even though I'm a musician, I was a scientist first. And so their organ systems are very similar to ours. A lot of the research done, a lot of the medications that people are on have all been developed through our exploration of rats.
And you know what? And kudos to them. Let them stay in the labs. Let them stay in the labs.
But they're actually very bright. They don't live very long. So I know even owning a rat, a person wouldn't have it, or a mouse. They don't last very long. So
they don't.
For parents, it's kind of easy, like, okay, we're gonna have this temporary.
So
like getting a
let me. All right, in the chat room, put one in the chat room. If you would let your kid, even if you don't have a kid, your hypothetical kid as well, if they said, "Mommy or Daddy, I want a pet rat," put one in the chat room if you're okay with it. Put two if you're not. Or a mouse. Hamster, yes. No rats. I wouldn't even do a hamster. Dante says one. Rats are snake food. Would you let your babies, Janelle, if they wanted one?
Well, we're more country folks, so I've seen
hamsters
rats the size of small, medium-sized dogs.
One is yes, Tara.
I don't particularly. Rats are not a group that I necessarily hang out with. I'm a cat owner, so let's just put it that way.
Yeah, but you know what though?
Your cat will get our rat business.
Real talk.
We have that problem in our house where we have to be careful and mindful of the food chain because we don't have birds for that very reason. Because our cat.
I have birds and my cat, so I've mixed it up.
Real talk. Real talk. The only pet my kid could get would be a dog. Like no cats. I don't trust cats.
That's limiting.
Well, when they get 18, they can have whatever they want.
Our buddy was
they can afford as an adult on their own.
So you let your kid have a gremlin, huh? You probably would let your kid have a gremlin, even though you know what's gonna happen.
But I wanted a non-traditional pet as a kid. I wanted a monkey. My mama was like, I wanted one too, but I never got one.
Yeah.
I always wanted a pony, but
no lizards. Yeah, I don't even want to see that in my house.
See, I had horses. I don't know. You know, it's nice to
I
be.
love horses.
I love horses. I'm with it.
You know, do you guys know the basketball player Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
He's on the Lakers right now. He was on Orlando. He like loves snakes, and he has like this giant I don't know if it's a boa constrictor or anaconda, one of those big snakes. And then he was talking about how it sometimes gets out of his enclosure and then he'll wake up and it's like wrapped around him. And he's like, oh, he just wants to play. I'm like, are you kidding me? You weirdo.
He wants to eat you.
Right. He's like, he likes it. He's all, oh, he just wants to, they like to be close to you. Like, like
they're trying to measure out.
I think he's trying to kill you. I think he's trying to choke out the hand that feeds him.
Yeah, but, you know, I think that's actually most of my cat's life as well. I'm just happy to be bigger than my cat, but I'm pretty sure my cat also harbors those wishes on me too.
You can't trust cats. You can't. Cats. Okay, your dog. Dogs are loyal. Cats are like whatever's the better situation. So, like, you could be homeless with your dog. You ain't gonna be homeless with your cat.
I disagree. I know
I do too.
People who have cats. So yeah, they actually have cats and they're homeless.
They cute though, the gremlins. That's funny.
I'm 100% with you, Janelle. The cats are
incredibly.
The thing is that
so
a cat isn't going to bow down to you, so you have to earn its respect. It's a whole different vibe.
I'm feeding you. I should be respected.
And cats will hunt you out knowing that you don't like them. They'll be like, oh, I'm gonna give you the blues.
Mm-hmm. Cats will dogs will protect your shit. Cats will watch as
cats will protect it too if you have the right cat.
What a mountain lion? You keep a mountain lion in your backyard. It's gonna do it.
Well, I where I grew up, we have mountain lions, and we were out visiting my grandparents, and because he's still alive, he's 100, and there's a huge deer leg just all chewed up, and I was like, see, look kids, there's the mountain lion at work. So yeah, they're definitely there.
Rats are cool, but not for me. They are not cool, not at all. Okay, let me ask you this. I have 3 ladies on the panel. Okay, would you judge a guy based on the kind of pets that he has?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You already described your association just with dogs, so there's certain judgments that are passed.
I definitely agree. Any guy that I show up at his house and he's got, 2 Dobermans, ears back, and German Shepherds in his yard, ready to, I'm sorry. It's been really nice. Thanks. I'm gonna head out.
Stephanie says yes. If he has too many cats, that's a no, or a pit bull is a no. Which is funny
because it depends on what he has and how he treats them too.
Uh-huh.
Because
you know who the best guys are? You know who the best guys are? The best guys are the guys that have a giant saltwater aquarium. You know why?
That's work.
That's a lot of work.
That's a job.
Lot of work.
Yes, they don't get anything back from those animals, and they treat them so well. So if you find yourself somebody who is willing to take care of a living thing for nothing in return, that's a keeper.
Hell to the nah. You know what?
He's a keeper.
When my dog died, right, a couple years ago, I decided I was gonna get some fish, right? So I went to the pet place. And then I was like, I want to get, some fish. And he was the guy that started explaining to me what I would have to do. When he was, after the hour it took for him to explain what it's like being a fish owner, I was like, bruh, forget it. Like, forget it. I do not want any fish. Okay. That is a job. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to pay you to come and do that shit every week. I ain't doing all that. I'm fascinated by aquariums. Yeah, I'm fascinated too from afar.
So I used to be a manager at Four Seasons for the kids program, right? And at Kids Club, we set up a saltwater aquarium and we put seahorses in it. There were only two. They were awesome, but it was so much work. They would only eat live brine shrimp. The water had to be the exact salinity that they liked. It was, I mean, it was a lot of work, a lot, and it was fun. But again, the payoff is like, I mean, they were seahorses.
Okay, so let me ask this question: Have you ladies ever been to the dog park?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you ever people watch at the dog park?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you make any judgments based on like a guy, what kind of dog he has?
Yeah.
I make judgments on people at a red stoplight digging in their nose. Oh, you nasty. Of course I'm going to at the dog park.
So if you see a guy with like a poodle, if you see a guy with a poodle, do you go, he's probably a little
No.
No?
What kind of racist stuff is that?
That's not racist. That's
right.
doggish.
What Steph just said. I judge people who don't put a leash on their dog.
Can you be an alpha with a poodle? Can you be an
Poodle
alpha male? Do alpha males have put one in the chat room if you can be an alpha male and own a poodle? And it's your poodle, not your girl's poodle.
You trying to get a poodle?
No, I just want to know, like, would you be like Janelle, would you be like that man is
The thing is that poodles are extremely bright. So
They are.
You're going to have a certain consciousness to have that dog.
so he said hell no. Dante said
No,
hell.
you're going to have to be on it because they're going to get out of things. They're going to,
What if it's
and
a
I love
teacup?
the fact that they have hair. So allergy wise, they're very clean dogs. There's a lot of pros to a poodle.
What about a teacup poodle?
There's a lot of reasons to make judgments about people, but what kind of dog you have is not one of them.
I think, I disagree with you there. Different dogs are different, are bred for different purposes. So, if you have a small, more yippy dog, they're actually hunters, a lot of them. And so they tend to bite more. Like my aunt had this Chihuahua and we were all afraid of it. And she would hold it and it would bite us, or attempt to bite us. It was horrible. So
Can you make a judgment, ladies? And in the chat room, 1 or 2. 1 is always for yes, 2 is for no. On a guy's sexual prowess by the kind of dog he has. Do guys with certain dogs? Do guys with certain dogs?
What do I gauge if he ain't got no pet?
Well, I mean, if he don't have a pet, that's different. But I'm just saying, if he has, do pit bull guys, are they better? Or you know what I'm saying? Or can you make a
possible way that this makes any sense is if I meet a guy and he's running a wolf sanctuary, then I would make a judgment. Unless that otherwise, I'm just so out.
I'm with you, Jen.
Bigger dogs compensating for something. So she's saying the bigger dog you have is he's compensating.
Mm-hmm.
No pet, no dick. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah. It all depends on how you treat.
Can you be a cat
animal
guy and be alpha?
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know. Too many alpha guys that own cats though. Like I mean that's their only pet.
How we get from food to cats and dogs.
I just want to know, y'all ladies.
People eat them,
I don't know.
I'm not trying to eat a cat or a dog.
I don't know too many gangster dudes that be like, hold on, let me feed Fritzy over here.
Did you say Fritzy?
Well, that's a cat name, right?
That sounds again.
You got a dog and a cat though, Dante. You got both.
I got a dog and a cat too. Next.
Well, you're a woman though. Can you? Look at this. There's a cat.
Let's go back to food. How are the?
I'm not trying to eat a dog or a cat. So can we talk about snacks?
You want to go back to snacks?
My cat came in for the chat.
That is funny. He's like, I hear you talking about my people.
Well, if y'all can see my dog, he's literally sitting here watching me talk to y'all. Like, why can I be
like a stalker? Huh?
because he didn't bring any snacks.
Look at the eyes on the cat.
Tell him
Wow.
to go get some snacks, and then he can be with him.
His bowl and his water and his food is sitting out. He can help himself
He
anytime.
didn't offer us any, so.
You know what they say? They say after a while your pet starts looking like you.
My dog does not look like me.
That's what they say.
She's 10 years old.
What's the name?
You know what I will say I judge people on is what they name their animals.
Really?
Because some people name their animals the most ridiculous thing, and it really makes you wonder, what planet are you from?
So, Jen, do you approve of my name for my dog?
It's great.
What's your dog's name?
Teddy P, like Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh no, I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's a dope name. That's actually a dope name. That's a dope name.
I'm talking about the really crazy names. Like, I mean, some people just have some crazy names for their animals. Like, give that animal a little bit of pride, please.
So, okay, that's interesting. Sasha says dudes have cats named Killer. Hilarious.
And
Killer.
no good water. What's the great bit of fruit fight? Cut it out.
Mm-hmm. But we do make judgments based on things that probably are silly, but we do make the judgments on. So it could be the kind of pet you have. It could be, the job you have, the kind of clothes you wear, whatever it is. So we do make these snap judgments. Sometimes it's not fair. Like sometimes when sometimes the ladies will come on their skin color, right? The ladies will come on here and they'll go through Tinder, and I won't say who's done that on this, and they be cold-blooded. They be cold-blooded with the
that was a long time ago, and it was for good reasons. You cannot let your friend date riffraff. You are not a good friend if you allow your friends to date.
Okay, what if your friend is riffraff? Shouldn't she date riffraff?
Okay, so what you do is assume that I'm a bird of a feather that flocks together with another dummy. So you would basically categorize me as a dummy as well. So yeah, we don't do that.
No, but sometimes people have riffraff friends, but then they want them to do better. And it's like, well, shouldn't they be with they full of boo-boo? Shouldn't they be with someone full of boo-boo?
I'm gonna want the very best for my friends, even if they don't want the best for themselves. So
you know what? I'm totally with you, Shannon. You gotta wish the best for people.
I do wish
and
the
I
best.
always tell my friends that I'm like, no, you are not about to mess with this bum just because he's cute and he's 6'6". No, ma'am, we're not gonna do that.
Dang, he's a bum and he's 6'6".
So the older that I get, the more.
I mean, 6'6" people don't always have it together.
No, I'm just saying though. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a really tall bum.
Because they're on the ground, smart person.
I guess so, right?
That's wrong.
Be like, man, you didn't make it in the NBA, bro. Like, oh.
Everybody can't play basketball. That's a poor assumption.
That's true. That is true. Because sometimes you be picking teams, and then you'll be like, you'll see that big tall guy. You'll be like, oh yeah, I want him. And then he get on the court, and you're like, dang, that should have got the 5'1" guy. He's way better. So it does.
Well, I wasn't gonna say all that either, because I don't want to hear my friend complain for the rest of her life. I can't believe I went with him. He's so short, and every time I wear my heels, I'm always standing over him, and people think I'm his mom.
Oh God,
that's cold. Short guys get it bad, man. Short guys get it bad. You better have some sort of thing that draws you to them.
Ain't nothing wrong with a short guy as long as he exudes confidence. It's when he's insecure that it becomes a problem.
So look, Steph says, short guys. What about you, Janelle? Have you dated some short guys?
Short, tall. Like I think the tallest guy was 6'6". The shortest guy was like 4'11".
4'11". Wow.
Yeah, I don't have height.
I'm here for it.
How tall are you again?
I'm 5'6".
5'6". Yeah, that's a nice height.
Shout out to the 5'6" people in the building.
Yeah, that's a good height. Look at she's at 4'11". Hell no, that's funny. Wait a minute. Were you in junior high?
It's fine. I have a lot of little friends.
You have a lot of little friends. Oh, that's wonderful. That sounds so sweet
They
too. How
probably
you
don't
say
like
it.
saying
Live
that,
in
but
Hopkinton. Yes.
I think if you're 4'9" or less, you can join the small people or the little people of the world or the society of little people.
That's dope.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Let's talk about
Can we make snacks?
snacks. What do you want to talk about snacks?
I don't know now. I'm hungry again though.
That's funny.
It's
You're
like
funny.
the beginning. The beginning was snacks, and then the end. Yeah.
It'll end with snacks, right? All right. Let's talk about good places to go. As far as look at that. She got her cat. Look at the kitty cat.
She's been hanging out. She's like, I gotta listen to this. She likes tuna. That's her snack.
So does my dog.
I had tuna today, actually,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very good.
High protein, satisfying. Gets the job done.
Can y'all say hi so he can stop staring at me?
What's up, Teddy?
Oh, he's so cute. You got a Yorkie.
No.
He's like, I'm gonna get you.
He just want to be my lap.
Can you believe when I was in Atlanta, she wouldn't let me see him? She kept him in his carriage. I'm like, really? I never get a chance to see Teddy P. I felt so bad. Teddy was sad too. He cried when she wouldn't let him out.
Yeah. He wasn't happy you were there.
Nah, you funny. No, he was happy when he heard my voice. He was like so happy. What's up, Anthony? He was so happy, and then when he found out that she wasn't gonna let him out, he was like sad, like little tears was coming out.
Don't do that, Kente.
Look at him. He's looking at me. See, he's like,
trying to steal my dog.
I do like your dog. I do like your doggy.
No puppy support, but want to own. Say hi to the cat, Teddy. No, not me. Say hi to the cat.
She turned away. She's like,
doggy. Doggy.
But you're not gonna be sociable. You gotta go. Can I tell y'all a story though? I had a mommy pause moment. Okay, so Kente tried to make me feel guilty because I was talking about I'm gonna get my dog fixed.
Uh-oh.
One day I returned my dog's toy back to him that he hadn't had since we moved into this place. So we moved here in middle of June last year. So I gave it back to him maybe like a month ago. He went to town. When he got done going to town, stop flipping my hair, guy. When he stopped going to town, I was like, what is this hanging from your body, my guy? When he did it again, I had to take a picture because I couldn't believe that my little dog had all of this material coming out of his body, humping a hippopotamus. I was like, Mom, can you come get your grand dog right now? I can't take it. This is too much.
He was piping it up, huh?
I was traumatized for a week.
Look at him. He's
and
like,
my coworkers call it his little lipstick. I said, oh, wasn't nothing little about this day. Come get him, please.
Look at him too. He's like, yep, I'm gonna do it again tonight.
No, I don't know what I did with it, but I hit it. I said, nah, I told you last year. I'm not getting none, homeboy. You not getting none.
That is so wrong.
How about that?
That is so wrong.
You can get none.
Look at him. He looks sad too. You should let him. You should let him get a quarantine bay.
Do I have a quarantine bay?
He needs it more. He's a growing boy. Been there, done that, going through it. My dog is popping through it.
And I feel like that would be easier than anybody could imagine right now.
Yeah, look at him. He would be, look at him. He's looking at you, please.
Oh, he is so sweet. However,
he deserves
the humping that goes on or was going on that week. I said, oh no, sir. This is too much. Yeah. I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. I was like, yo, it's just a plush hippopotamus. This is not another animal. Like, you are not actually creating another baby in this bedroom. You are tripping. And then he would stop ever so often when he knew I was looking at him. I'd be like, please take that into your kennel.
Oh, look at him. The look on his face is like
He about to go to sleep.
yeah.
But he about to get off my bed.
You don't let him sleep on your bed?
No, I don't like dog hair.
See, that's not right.
But I can rock anything to sleep, and he about to fall asleep.
Yeah, he looks like he is about to sleep. Like you gave him some NyQuil.
I didn't.
Poor. Oh yeah, I like Teddy P. He's cool. Teddy's
you can have him.
I'd take him. That'd be a cool dog, because he's no muss, no fuss.
He don't bark.
He don't
unless
bark.
you're not playing with him like he wants to.
Yeah, I can, man. And then I'll take him over to Janelle's house, and he's like, you play with the cat.
Will have fun with him.
Yeah, see, yeah, we Janelle, you'll help me, right?
Yeah. Look at the cat. You see the cat right there?
She's just having a good time. She chills.
Yeah.
Okay. So we still got sidetracked. So what are the snacks being passed around the table? Because it's only like 7:00 in California. So what kind of snacks y'all got popping?
I told you the pistachios. I got a ton of them, a metric fuck ton of them, and cashews as well. Yesterday was Miosha's. Oh yeah, yesterday was Miosha's birthday, Janelle.
I wish her happy birthday in your life.
Right.
Oh, happy birthday, Miosha.
And we made her cupcakes. So
very nice.
So that was pretty cool. So we do have cupcakes here. Actually, we ain't got nothing else to do really, so we can just be making shit. Pringles, I like Pringles. I only really eat the sour cream and onion ones.
I only eat the salt and vinegar.
Yeah, I love those. Those are so good. But I don't have any buttered toffee peanuts, so I wanted to barbecue yesterday, but it was raining. Yeah, I wanted to barbecue yesterday, but it was.
You better put a tent out and get to work.
It's in the garage, and I didn't feel like pulling it out. So, but yeah, I baked chicken yesterday. So, but we gotta do a barbecue though. Let's do a barbecue. We'll do a Corona barbecue.
Did anybody catch D Nice's quarantine?
Put your barbecue dad sandals on. No, I just heard everybody talking about it. I didn't realize y'all knew about D Nice.
It was legit. It was some of the best few days I've had. Like once I finally got hip to it, I was like, yo.
Yeah, I love D Nice, the rapper.
And then Questlove was on last night. He had a show right
How
after
was that?
D Nice. It was good. He played more slow jams.
Oh, really?
But I was tired, so I went to sleep. Yeah. Or I lied. I didn't go to sleep. I was watching All American on Netflix, and then I went to sleep. So, you know what we could talk about?
What's that?
Maybe not today, maybe next week.
Mm-hmm.
The show Love is Blind on Netflix.
Everybody's talking about that. Yeah.
I heard about it. I haven't checked it out yet. So what do you think?
So y'all got a week, Janelle. Okay.
All right.
You got a week to catch up. It's only one season, 10 episodes, and a reunion, so 11. And then we can have a conversation about it. Because when I tell you, I thought it was pretty neat. My coworker was like, "You should go on that show."
She's ready. Look at she's beaming. She's ready.
I am. I signed up the first year that Married at First Sight came out, and they was like, "Now casting, please send me applications." I was sitting on my aunt's couch in Galesburg, Illinois, filling out an application. They didn't call me, of course, but
good.
I wasn't in the city that they were filming for the next year. But yeah, I would have been all over it like white on rice.
Could you see yourself, Janelle? Could you see yourself going on one of those shows?
Rest in peace.
I actually, the race one, the Amazing Race, I tried out for that with my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see you on that.
I realized we didn't get asked on because my cousin wrote all this fucked up shit about me.
That'd be a fun.
So
that'd
we
be
would have,
fun.
yeah. Maybe it would have been a good, for the both of us to work together. I remember she said, I'd go with you around the world because, you'd be okay. We'd make it. So that was her philosophy of it.
I don't know about that one for me, but for you, I could see that. Amazing Race.
Yeah, well, I would love to travel. I'm going to a lot.
I can get you some cheap tickets to Italy and China right now.
You need some cheap tickets to who?
Italy and China. Those are real cheap right now.
You're not going there though.
Well,
I'm good.
Maybe China would be better right now than here.
Well, yeah, they got it under control. So yeah, right.
Not Italy yet, but China, yeah.
Right.
Until they fall out of control again, because Kente returned. Kente shows up.
Whatever, man. I'd be the savior.
The savior of what?
Of China. They'd be putting statues up of me.
And how would you be saving
statues?
Just my presence.
14 days stay at home for Atlanta. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
People don't know how to stay at home. That's the problem.
Are you staying at home, Janelle?
Well, I'm at home right now.
That's true. Are you going up the Runyon? Are you like those people going up the Runyon?
No, I don't have a dog, so I prefer going other places.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm hanging with my dog friends, then I'd go up to Runyon. So yeah.
This is of a black man in China. Stefan Marbury has statues of him in China. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Have y'all been eating Chinese food?
Yeah.
No, I haven't, because it's not the first thing I think of. I'll be wanting a cheeseburger from Five Guys.
Yeah, I haven't really eaten Chinese food. I know I'm racist, right?
I'll be wanting Cantonese or Thai food over Chinese. So
no, I mean, I love Chinese food. It's just since all this stuff, every time I'm about to do it, I'm like, there's a little gremlin on my shoulder that's like, you don't want it.
A little gremlin? Not Gizmo, apparently, because he's cute.
Right. It's the one that flies. Maybe I'll make my own Chinese food.
You could. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can make some good teriyaki chicken. Do you like teriyaki chicken, Janelle?
Yeah.
I have a.
So that's Japanese though.
Yeah, no, right. I do it the Chinese way though. Smarty. This is Chinese teriyaki chicken too. Thank you.
Chinese teriyaki.
I mean, most of the Chinese food in America is very Americanized. It's not.
It is very Americanized.
It's not very Chinese at all.
Okay, mine will be like Negro-ese. Negro-ese. How about that? So, what did you have tonight, Janelle?
I actually need to make food, and my children are calling me, so I must dive in. Peppers, stuffed peppers, onions, yeah, stuff like that.
All right, that sounds good. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Janelle.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me, all of you. Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure.
All right, you have a good one.
Oh, and we can talk about Epicurean next time, because the way that we use the word is not actually accurate to the philosophy or the philosopher. So that's a topic.
We talking about love is blind.
But you know what? It actually runs with his actual theories. So we could blend it all together.
We could, yeah, because the way we started this conversation, we ended up talking about cats and dogs. And I said, is anybody on this episode eating cats and dogs? This is not what we were supposed to be talking about.
Hilarious.
But yeah, we could do, all right, so I got to watch the show.
Right.
But we could definitely combine it to Epicurean philosophy.
Okay, I'm here for it. Sign me up for that show. Because we all going to be on a lockdown by then anyway. So yeah.
We're going to be out of lockdown?
We're going to be on a lockdown.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. He'll be, thick in it.
Yeah.
Then I'll have all the snacks. Then I'll have a little
You'll
buffet.
be ready. I love all your teas. I'm gonna hook you up when things kind of.
You should. It's ridiculous what you don't.
There's a lot of interest.
Oh no, we lost her. Yeah, it's gotten real bad. I was looking at my collection yesterday and I said, yo, you need to start drinking tea like 45 times a day to even put a dip in it.
Yeah, I had I've been drinking tea a lot because that's one of the things they say you're supposed to do is drink a lot of hot stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to start drinking bone broth, the sipping, the heat and sip bone broth.
That sounds
and
good.
add a little cayenne pepper to it.
For a little kick.
A little.
Yeah. So before we say goodbye tonight, you are a writer. Have you been writing?
Have I been writing?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, yes and no. Like, I write little short notes, but actually, Shannon, lie. I helped somebody write a proposal last week or the week before. Last week. It might have been last week. Now that I think about it. Okay. So now I need to do another phone call with them to help them walk through actually, because they didn't have a plan for how they were going to actually pull off the proposal. So I was giving them some ideas and they were like, yo, can we unpack a couple of these? And I was like, yeah, I'll like give you some more information about these thoughts that I have in my head. So.
Yeah, I've been trying to write. I've
been trying too hard over there popping pistachios.
Mm-hmm. For sure, yeah. No, I've been writing. I have.
Is you what you got on a sweater?
No, this is my dad's robe.
Robe? That was my next question. I was like, you got on some. Is it red, green, and black? Red, gray, and black?
No, just red and black.
Christmas present.
Just red and black. This is I meant to say it in the beginning. I'm representing my pops today. Wearing his robe.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah.
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 So nothing else. We need to get back to humanity. If we take nothing else from today, like we can't lose. We got to get it together.
I agree. All right. So how can Jen? Are you there?
Jen muted us and said she going to go find her some snacks.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true. I just made that up.
So how can we get you in social media and all that good stuff?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Shannon / like the president - Jefferson like the president.
All right. And you can get Jen at Following Bliss 1. And you can get me at Kente F on Twitter, Kente Ferguson on Instagram. And of course, the website is indyradio.org. That's INDY radio.org. I'll be back tomorrow night at same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, with an all new episode. I'd like to thank everybody who listened and participated. And you guys stay safe. Be blessed.